Okay, this is it. Our next project, Starlink. So right now we're at about 100 megabits per second. That's what we pay for our internet. 100 megabits, that's it. So Starlink should, from what I read, take us to 200 or 250 megabits per second. Okay, let's open it up and see what we got. Let's get started. The hardest part about this install is going to be finding a spot to put it that can see the northern sky, kind of straight up 10 degrees, but also doesn't get blocked by trees or anything else. Kind of interesting box. Just tearaways on 3 sides. Okay, let's see what's in the box. Okay, if you're like me, you can't see what this says, but that is, right here is a 1, 2, and a 3. Oh. There's actually little pictures inside. Alright y'all, before we can find a new location for the Starlink antenna and get it plugged into the modem, we got to get it outside of the house. So we're going to remove this one. If you watched our other video about how we got internet to the shop using TP-Link point-to-point communication, we came out here, so this is just a single plug hole. We're going to replace that with a split plate here that can handle more than one wire coming through. Alright, as soon as we get that new Starlink Ethernet cable set up, we're going to run that Ethernet cable out here and then find a spot for our new antenna. I'm going to push this cable in to that new split plate that we just put in. It's going to go through attic space with some insulation, so I don't have any Ethernet covers handy. I don't know where they are. So we're going to use a little Ziploc bag and some Scotch tape and then push this into the attic space through the insulation, and it's going to go through an interior wall where we already have a plate from our last video. Go check that one out where we did the shop Wi-Fi. And then it's going to go to the modem for Starlink. So we'll be able to test this. We'll be able to make sure that, you know, hey, it's working. For now, we can get it set up and we can start speed testing. Okay, it looks like the Ethernet has kind of curled itself above the soffit there, and it didn't come far enough, and I don't want to crawl on my hands and knees through insulation. So I'm going to get my fishing pole and I'll be right back. Okay, right now I have a very temporary solution. We're just going to sit it out here and hope for the best. There's probably going to be some obstructions, but we're just kind of testing right now. And now I got to find a better spot. But let's go ahead and test it. I got it plugged in outside, and I got it plugged in to the modem. We just need to power it on and connect the app and go through all those steps. Okay, once I powered on, went on the Wi-Fi, looked for the network, and it was there, Starlink. After connecting to Starlink Wi-Fi, I went to 192.168.1.1, and that took me to the startup page. It's going to prompt you, you can do bypass mode from there, but you can also just start connecting to Wi-Fi. So we're going to do Wi-Fi right now, and we'll probably do the bypass later when we connect to our own hardware. If you don't do the 192.168.1.1 trick, you can just do setup.starlink.com and it will take you to your router. Alright, in the app it's even saying that we have obstructions, which we know, and we're still getting 60 something megabits down, so it's not even as fast as our current internet, but it is very much obstructed, I'm sure, on at least 2 or 3 sides. Now it's time for a software update. Let's go ahead and do that, and we'll take care of that real quick, see if the speeds are any better. Now we did the software update, we're back. We just did a speed test. We went from about 65 megabits to 144 megabits after that software update. So I don't know, we'll keep trying it, but maybe that was relocating all its satellites, new satellites that have gone up, I'm not sure. But even with it knows there's obstructions, and even with that I'm getting 144, which is good for us because that's faster than what we can receive right now. With our current provider. The signal kind of bounces back and forth. We get up to 150 megabit, down to 50 megabit. It seems like it might be faster at night. I can't tell yet. It's too early to really tell. But the speed is good. And also, if you do get Starlink and you're thinking about getting this Gen 3, I did the whole rigmarole before we ordered of testing the obstructions with their app. It did say I was going to have obstructions with trees and carport roof and whatever, but after getting the Starlink, it was better than what the app had said the first time, especially after the software update. So if you get it, consider that it might not be exactly what the app said, and it could be better for you. And then also do that software update, and then your obstructions might just kind of disappear. I really think that software update updated the more satellites in its network. Okay, that about wraps up this video. We got a flagstone holding it down because we had some strong winds the other day. Stay tuned for next time. We're going to mount this up on the roof, and we're going to see if our signal gets even better. It is winter. It is super cold, and we are going to enjoy some mead to take the edge off. All right, give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Homestead, y'all.